Hello, my name is Tux, and this is a quick video to introduce you to my new book. Quickly run through the contents of this. We'll talk about who the book is for, we'll talk about why I wrote the book, and we'll also go briefly into what the book is all about. Who is this book for? Primarily, I think it's targeted at parents, students. So if you're a parent, you have a kid who's in secondary school or post-secondary school, looking to get a British degree and looking to save costs, the book would definitely help you do that. If you're a student still in school, probably secondary school, post-secondary school, and you desire a British university degree, this book would help you understand what you need to do to get one at an affordable cost. If you are a principal, a teacher involved in teaching children in a private school, general school, tuition center, then you would find a lot of information here that could help your students tremendously. Also, if you're a UK university agent, you help people get into the UK, you would find a lot of things in this book very helpful. Why did I write this book? The first reason, I guess, is to reveal to you, or reveal to anybody really who wants to know how to get a British university degree. Reveal a lot more about how it works, why it works like that, and what you need to do to make sure you save a lot of money in getting this done. Secondly, I want to really help people reduce costs. What we're finding right now is, the exchange rates in the country, coupled with a lot of other issues, are making sterling, dollar, very, very difficult to come by. So I think anything that would help us reduce that cost would be helpful. So that's one of the key things in the book, to help you reduce costs. Finally, to help students get a great career. I think it's widely known that if you have a British degree and you come back and start looking for a job, you automatically go to the top of the pile. It's almost as if it's kind of assumed that if you've got a degree from the UK, you're better. What is this book about? The book's about a couple of things, and I'll go through them very briefly. Number one, the British education system. It takes you through what the British education is, how it works, why it works like that, and parts of it that, are probably not well understood. It also touches upon transnational education. Looking to talk about this quite a bit. It's growing in leaps and bounds, and this is where simply, education from one nation is exported to another. We have examples in Lagos already with the British International School, the American School, the French School in Victoria Island, who are really from France but would issue French qualifications, although they are in Nigeria. The interesting thing is we're now seeing this play out heavily in the university sector across Africa, across Nigeria, but a lot of people just don't know about this yet. We'll talk about education technology. This is something, like anyone who knows me knows, I have a very strong tech background. So this is something I'm passionate about anyway. And what we have now is, with technology, you see so many changes in the field of education. We've had online learning, which is such a big thing now. But in addition to that, we've had blended learning, whereby you do part of the course online. You do some where you actually have British lecturers who come into the country and teach and help you with coursework, tutor. They go in and out. And it's kind of blended. So you get the best of both worlds. You save a lot of money, but you still end up with a British degree. We'll talk about the Regulated Qualifications Framework, the RQF. This used to be called the QCF, Qualifications and Curriculum Framework. It's a very little known part of the British education system. Simply put, it's a framework that allows you to understand how the British education system works. It's a framework that lets you understand all the qualifications out there, and more importantly, how they relate to one another. Now, we move on to that to go to the opportunities, and there are some hidden secrets, which is, if you understand the framework very well, if you understand how the British system works very well, then there are ways you can craft a degree now. There are ways you can do certain courses at certain times in a certain order to get a degree at a very, very affordable rate. You need to listen to this. It's very important. Before, what used to happen is this. It's £150,000 to get a UK university degree. And that would consist of the children coming to the UK and doing 2 years of A level. I think a year is about £35,000. So you do 2 years of that at £70,000. And then you would proceed to university, where you would do another 3 years to get your degree, where each year would be about £25,000 each. On average, you would spend about 15 odd thousand for tuition. You'd spend about 5,000 for accommodation. You'd spend about 5,000 for your living expenses. So you're looking at 25 a year. Over the 3 years, £75,000 plus the earlier 70, about 145,000. Allow for inflation, you're looking at about 150,000 over the next 5 years. But if you understand the hidden secrets in the system, if you understand the opportunities you can exploit, if you understand what this book is trying to tell you, then you can reduce that 150,000 by 50%. You can reduce that 150,000 by 70%. It is possible. There's just a heavy level of people not knowing what to do, people not knowing how to do it. And that's what this book will teach you. The book also talks about what I've called the UK University Affordability Index. This is a very simplistic framework that allows you to start from a budgetary standpoint. So it kind of breaks down your options into a budget. It makes it very easy for you to say, look, this is what I can afford. What can I get? So as opposed to looking at the system itself, it starts with, okay, if you've got X amount of money, then you can do this. If you've got a bit more, you can do that. So it takes you from the most expensive option to the cheapest option. And that's very, very helpful if what you're looking to do is save money. It's very, very helpful if affordability is a critical issue for you. But the book concludes by helping you come up with a personalized plan to get your own British degree. So as a parent, you can sit down with your children or child, or as a child, you can sit down with your parents, whatever the case may be, and you can go through this and come up with a personalized plan that will take you from where you are to getting a British degree in a number of years. That's what I've tried to achieve with the book. That's what the book would help you to achieve. I need to thank you for your time, and I hope I've been able to explain to you very